Hello, my name is Sean McLaughlin. I'm the CEO of Airframes Alaska, and we're here today to show you one of our new creations for 2021, which is the sauna tent. And to give you a little bit of background, starting last moose hunting season here in Alaska, we started prototyping and testing out the idea of creating a sauna from one of our tents, and we tested them out during the 2020 moose hunt season. This is iteration like 10. It's the one that we've settled on that we're going to bring to market. And we want to give you a tour of it and tell you a little bit about it today, and they should be on sale pretty soon here within the next 4 weeks. We opted to take one of our wall tents, one of our most successful wall tents, the wall tent we sell the most of, and to modify that, we were trying to get a sauna in addition to a changing room or a shower room as part of the implementation, and this size seemed to really work. So this is our Prospector wall tent, which comes with the metal frame that holds it up. That we sell all day long on our website or in our stores. We do have one modification to this Prospector, which is we've moved the stack to the rear right of the wall tent. So you'll notice normally the stack is in the upper, the front left quadrant. In this model, we've moved it to the rear right. And the reason for that is we've moved the sauna room itself to the back of the tent. So let's go inside and take a look. So we're in the changing room section of the sauna tent right now, and you can't see it, but above the camera is the old stack. So if you ever use this Prospector in its standard configuration, you still have the second stack location, so you could use it as a standard wall tent. And then this is the changing room area, and the changing room area you can have open to the ground. You could open half of it to the ground if you were using one of those bucket showers or things like that, or you can use our tarp bottom, but we made it really flexible so you can decide how you want to handle water inside your tent. And I'll give you a sense, I'll reach out to the two walls. It's about, my arm span across as a changing room or a storage room or, whatever you want this to be. Then on the right here, what we've done is we've used it's basically a tent inside a tent that hangs off the frame. And what we've done is we built this out of Vapex. You'll notice the whole thing's kind of bounding out right now, and that's because it's hot inside. But this Vapex material turns out to be an extremely efficient material for trying to build a sauna tent. It lets us expel the moisture out at the end very efficiently so we don't get molding. But it also holds the heat in, like everybody's ever owned an Arctic oven has learned. So it's like a really great material for this. So this is almost like the inside of an Arctic oven inside a wall tent, to think of it. It's connected across all the sides by these straps to the frame, and if you're touching here, it's pretty cold. This is cold, but these, you start getting into the warmth of the inside sauna, and you can control the distance here between the ground and the top. We actually have these walls so that they tilt a little bit underneath to hold the heat in a little better. So they're a little longer than you would normally need in a situation. And then the entrance to the sauna is a strip here with magnets in it. So it's a very efficient way of getting in and out of the sauna without letting all the heat out. So we're gonna do that next. You guys ready? And if you just want to flip it around, you'll notice this thing really quickly. If you just let go of it, it's gonna seal off your sauna. It is hot in here. It's gonna seal off your sauna tent inside, and you're right inside, in the warm area of it. Right now, we're in here, we're past. This is our Northern Sledworks thermometer, which is really good at showing negative temps, but we full-on maxed it out way plus 120 in here, which I can attest to is in fact the number. The other cool thing we've done here, we went on Amazon, and for 65 bucks, we bought a couple of benches for our sauna. You can see kind of me sitting on a bench for a kind of scale. This is a pretty big space. We had 6 employees in here earlier. But these are really cheap on Amazon. But frankly, in our test last summer, we actually just had 2 5-gallon buckets turned upside down and a 2x4 across, and that's what we used in the field. So you can kind of dress this up. Again, our target market here is someone who's building a camp, summer or winter or a hunt camp, and wants to have some sort of shower room out there or some sort of sauna room for cleaning people up. This is our idea or answer for that. Now, the other thing we did is we took our standard wall tent stove that we'd sell you normally for this wall tent, and our fabrication department has built this click-on top tray So you can see it says Airframes Alaska here, and this is a click-on top tray for this stove. And that also comes with the sauna tent kit. That allows you to stack rocks that you can, to build kind of your massive heat on top of the stove, and that those can then heat up, and that's what you're going to splash your water on later on. This top still supports the use of the hot water container, so we're boiling water here on the side of this, and it's actually already starting to boil. Yeah, this thing's been running for about 60 minutes at this point. And so you can still have your hot water and have a hot water spout, which is all part of the stove kit if you bought the stove kit before. So again, when you buy the kit, you're kind of buying this envelope to go inside the wall tent, and you're buying this top part for your stove to turn it into a sauna stove. A couple other features here of how we've designed this is that we've put these loops in here, so if you want to hang stuff off the ceiling, you can. That whole side is solid. Around the whole sauna tent, there's about a 6-inch space between the wall tent and the sauna tent, and that's really important to keeping this place hot and also dissipating the moisture later on in the process. Here's the spigot. We're going to get some hot water in our little bucket here because we're going to start showing you some of the steam action of this thing. And we'll close that off. Now we got some water in the bucket. And what we're going to do is just spoodle some water here on our sauna. And if you can hear that, beautiful sound. And then wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And okay, cameraman, how you doing? Is your lens still there? Okay, so now it's like epically hot in here. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna take this thing off. So we got, basically you can start really cooking this thing up, and the way it's gonna work is this, you can see it just evaporating immediately. We're now bringing up the steam level in here, and it is getting incredibly hot. And this Vapex is holding that heat and holding that steam in here really efficiently, like to the point where I'm almost dying. And as a matter of fact, okay, let's get the hell out of here. So we're gonna get out of here. And now we're back in this room, and I don't know what the temperature is in this room here, but it's probably, what would you guess, cameraman?
I don't know, still 50?
50, I'll say 50 out here. And if you go and you look, this thing in here is like at max manifold pressure, max temp, but these things are still cold. This is cold. And what's gonna happen now is that steam will slowly come through this Vapex. The Vapex acts like almost like a Gore-Tex, like a heavy-duty industrial Gore-Tex, and that steam will start to slowly dissipate out. And that's important because we want to get rid of that moisture ultimately, when you're done with this process. So, but right now with all that steam inside, there's still no moisture anywhere, not even on these bars, and it's all holding it in there. But what we'll do at the end of the sauna when you're done with it is our recommendation is you open up the whole sauna area, you then let your stove sort of slowly die down. And what will happen then is the moisture will come out, it will kind of sit on the back side of this canvas, and then from the heat of the stove, it will basically evaporate out and dry the whole tent back out again. So we found that that's worked out really well with this design. So we've got kind of the best of both worlds. You can dissipate the moisture when you need to, and you can hold it when you want to. So that's a quick tour of the Airframes Alaska new sauna tent. And aside from our usual customers and adventurers, this could be a great DIY solution for someone who wants to put a sauna in their backyard and try it out. Inexpensive, you can pull it back down when you're done and kind of get used to the whole sauna lifestyle. And if you have any questions about pricing, availability, or any of that, or more details, you can go to our website at airframesalaska.com. Thanks.